worked very hard to analyze policy in education and in gender. Because I've taken long in Parliament, I also, before concentrating on our Parliament here, want to tell you that I went for benchmarking in Ghana. And the people of Ghana are not suffering the way our people are suffering here from corruption, because one of the deputies of Deputy Speaker is from opposition. And they all work for Uganda. And I want to also tell you that the candidature of Honorable Asinaj is also to tell us that right from the 8th Parliament that I have been in, there is no time that we had both the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker male. One was always a woman. And here we talk very much about gender. I am an advocate of gender, also of women. So, a house without a woman or a home without a woman is not a home. 12 Parliament without a Deputy Speaker who is a woman, now that we have the Right Honorable Speaker who is a man, it's going to have a lot of problem. Women, we talk a lot about equal opportunities. Where is the equal opportunity if we only see men? We want the women also to be there, all inclusive. I am here to say that Honorable Asina's second term, we need to nurture her. She should be the Deputy Speaker of the 12th Parliament. Who knows, maybe she will also be the Speaker of the 13th Parliament. So let us have Honorable Asinas. I want to say that Honorable Asinas is from Hoima City. She's a princess to Bunyoro Kitara Kingdom, born to Mr. and Mrs. Jovan Kamanda of Hoima City. People of humility and hard work.
Honorable Member,
she is rooted in her community, yet national in her outlook. She carries Hoima City on her back, but she carries Uganda in her heart. I still have a lot to say about Honorable Nyakato Asinas, but because of time, I may stop here by appealing to all of us members of Parliament. If we consider equal opportunities as important to us, and women as very important, gender equality, gender parity, let us vote for Honorable Nyakato Asinas. I beg to second. Thank you.
Can we have the member nominated to either consent to the nomination?
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Congratulations. Thank you very much, dear Honorable Members of Parliament. Right Honorable Speaker, in the spirit of restoring sanity in the 12th Parliament, I hereby accept my nomination for the position of Deputy Speaker of Parliament for the 12th Parliament. Thank you very much.
Can we have any other nomination?
Mr. Speaker, Your Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda, and Your Lordship the Chief Justice, my name is Fiona Nyamtoro, the District Representative for Nebi. Mr. Speaker, I rise under Rule 6 of the Rules of Procedure of the Parliament of the Republic of Uganda to move a motion that the Honorable Thomas Taebwa, Member of Parliament representing Ruhinda North constituency on NRM ticket, do take the chair of this Parliament as Deputy Speaker. I beg to move. Mr. Speaker, I nominate the Right Honorable Thomas Taebwa, a candidate whose credentials speak for themselves. A man of all seasons that has stood the test of time with proven integrity as a generational leader, a known team player, stemmed to be result-oriented on a strong foundation of consultative leadership. Mr. Speaker, the Right Honorable Thomas Taebwa is a proud husband and father, not just to his family, but to many that have experienced his warmth at heart that is always worn on his sleeves. He holds a Master's in Business Administration from ISAMI, a Bachelor's of Law, and a Bachelor's of Arts in Social Sciences, both from Makerere University. He also possesses a certificate in negotiation from Harvard Law School and a professional certificate in parliamentary affairs from the International Center for Parliamentary Studies in London. And he is currently pursuing a PhD from the University of KwaZulu-Natal in South Africa. Mr. Speaker, the Right Honorable Thomas Taebwa served as a member of the University Council of Makerere University for 10 years, a position that cemented him as a mentor for many young, charismatic leaders such as myself, who proudly associate with him with utmost admiration and continued guidance as inspiration. He is also the president of the Organization of the African, Caribbean, and Pacific States, OWASPs, and co-president of OWASP's EU Joint Parliamentary Assembly. He was elected to this position in February 2025. The Right Honorable Thomas Taebwa, before joining Parliament in 2016, was and is still a successful businessman who has stayed himself. Mr. Speaker, for the past 5 years, the Right Honorable Thomas Taebwa has served as a Deputy Speaker. He has showed that he believes in the parliamentary system of representative democracy, orderly conduct of business, and strict adherence to the rules of procedure. He has ensured a smooth working relationship between the executive and the legislature while conducting the business of the House. He joined elective politics in 2015 and immediately distinguished himself as a peacemaker in the 10th Parliament. As one of the political doyens, the Honorable Thomas Taebwa rode on the strength of mind, negotiation skills, and a proper understanding of the law to have things done. He was a member of the Natural Resources and the National Economic Committees of Parliament. After the 2021 presidential elections, he was appointed Government Chief Whip, a position which he held until he was elected Deputy Speaker of the 11th Parliament in March 2022. Mr. Speaker, the Right Honorable Thomas Taebwa is a Pan-Africanist who has used his position to champion the cause of Pan-Africanism on the global stage, especially the permanent seat for the African continent on the UN Security Council. The Honorable Thomas Taebwa has been a champion for good governance, transparency, and accountability. His stance on affordable health care, political dialogue, free education for all, and clean energy precede his reputation. He has been an influential voice for Uganda, both at home and abroad, and continues to advocate for improved livelihoods, the girl child, and women issues with passion and a vision for working hard to protect national values, ensuring peace and stability, environmental protection, job creation, and improved service delivery for Ugandans. Mr. Speaker, I am beyond confident that the Right Honourable Thomas Tayebwa presents the best candidacy for the position of Deputy Speaker of the 12th Parliament. I beg to move.
Is it seconded? And the candidate should be moving forward in preparation to Honorable Migade, you have 2 minutes.
Your Excellency, Lord Honorable Speaker, and my Lord the Chief Justice, I'm Migade Robert Ndugwa, Member of Parliament of Maryland. I move under Rule 6 of our Rules of Procedure to second the Right Honourable Tayebwa, MP Ruhinda North County, for position of Deputy Speaker of the 12th Parliament. I have known the Honourable Tayebwa for over a quarter decade, right from university days, where I was also the Social Affairs Minister and the Chair Guild Council. He is a social man and an established member of the parliamentary golf team. Right Honourable Speaker, the Honourable Tayebwa has already undergone all the necessary induction and training as Deputy Speaker and ready to support you as Speaker of this Parliament. The Right Honourable Speaker, of course, the agenda issues. I have a mother, I personally have a wife, but I also have a daughter. I'm also a proud member of WOPA as a man. What I cannot qualify for is to vote and also to be voted. As for gender issues, difficult times call for difficult decisions. Fortunately, the President is here, the Chief Hunter, and he knows where to deploy who. Right Honourable Speaker, the Honourable Tayebwa is an industrialist employing very many women. There's an African saying, why look for a moon when the sun has not offended you? We have been with the Right Honourable Tayebwa. I guess he has not offended us. So, Right Honourable Speaker and honourable members, I beg to second the Right Honourable Tayebwa for the position of the Deputy Speaker of the 12th Parliament. I beg to second.
Thank you. The candidate.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, the Right Honourable Speaker of Parliament, Your Lordship, the Chief Justice, honourable colleagues, members of Parliament, with high humility, I do hereby consent to my nomination to serve as the Deputy Speaker of the 12th Parliament. I do consent.
Thank you. Is that another nomination or another candidate consenting?
It's a nomination, Right Honourable Speaker.
Go ahead.
Right Honourable Speaker, first and foremost, allow me to congratulate you upon being elected as the Speaker of the 12th Parliament. My name is Chiruruta Yusufu Junior Nkeretanyi, standing here as a representative of the people of Karungu County East. Before I nominate my candidate, Right Honourable Speaker, allow me first and foremost recognize and appreciate the President of the Republic of Uganda for his presence. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, thank you for sacrificing yourself for the past 40 years to be the President of the Republic of Uganda. Right Honorable Speaker, the President has not only sacrificed himself, but he has sacrificed the members of the first family to take on the leadership positions of this family, something that cannot be taken for granted. Right Honorable Speaker, there seems to be a talent for standing as a sacrifice for the people of Uganda from the first family. I hereby, Right Honorable Speaker, as per Rule 6, Sub-Rule 1, 2, 3, and 4, and Article 82 of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda, nominate my candidate. My candidate is not a minister, he is not a prime minister, and neither is he a vice president. And I go on to nominate my candidate, Honorable Sodo Aine Kaguta, in a way of appreciating the first family for the tremendous work and sacrifice that they have given to this country. Right Honorable Speaker, by virtue of the fact that the 12th Parliament tends to have the biggest percentage having new members, Aine Kaguta, being from the Kaguta family, stands out to lead us for the deputy speakership role by virtue of the fact that the new entrants of the 12th Parliament are many. And by virtue of the fact that the population of the Republic of Uganda, Right Honorable Speaker, with more than 80% below the age of 40 years, I think my candidate stands out at the age of 46 to represent the biggest population of the Republic of Uganda. I beg to nominate.
Is the nomination seconded? I take it that the nomination is not seconded, and therefore are you coming to second the nomination?
His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda, the Chief Justice, the Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, my name is Namere Justin Nsubuga, representing the wonderful people of Masaka City, the agricultural city. Ekibuga kya Ssaabasajja Kabaka. Right Honorable Speaker, the presence of His Excellency the President in this place is a constitutional requirement under the Article 95 of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda. It carries both fundamental symbolism and protocol significance. It will be an affront to the sovereignty and dignity of the Republic of Uganda for this august House to entertain sweeping statements on protocol without specifically acknowledging the presence of His Excellency the President of Uganda. Right Honorable Speaker, sir, with your leave, I evoke, I'm protected by the Speaker. He allowed me to give a point of order, a point of procedure. Right Honorable Speaker, with your leave, I invoke Rule 5 of the Rules of Procedure of Parliament and humbly pray that you hold
Honorable Charles Tebandeke, Member of Parliament, Bale County, National Unity Platform, that you hold him out of order because when he was addressing this august house, he swept the president under the carpet and said, all protocol observed. Also, Right Honorable Speaker, in your maiden speech today, you outlined 7 pillars upon which you intend to preside without compromise. Members, I'm protected.
I think you need to...
And one of those pillars was strict adherence to the rules of procedure of Parliament. I therefore rely on Rule 5(8) to implore Right Honourable Speaker to uphold Rule 5 as it stands. Since no amendments have been made, I bring it to your attention that there has been no valid nomination of Honourable Nyakato. The member that nominated her did not follow this rule. Right Honourable Speaker, in your maiden speech, you mentioned 7 pillars that you intend to rely on. There has been no nomination. Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker.
Honourable members, you get back to your seats. Please.
We have order. Order on the floor.
Honourable Bet, you said you've delayed in this parliament.
Yes.
You think it's your time to leave?
Giving her order.
No, you've delayed in this parliament for 25 years. You know how we... 20.
Yes.
You know how we proceed.
Now I was giving her order.
Please kindly resume your seat. The Honourable Justin Namere was tickled by issues of protocol, but as we speak now, we are processing nomination of Deputy Speaker. Of course, as members of Parliament, beginning tomorrow, you will be taken through orientation. So we would assume that some of you, but not Honourable Member for Bale, because he's a second term Member of Parliament, he probably was very deliberate, but decorum is required of us. Decorum. Give to others what you desire to be given. Honor and respect. Can we close the nomination at this point if there is no? I find the 4th nomination is not seconded. I find that the member just came to be known that he has been sworn in. Congratulations, member from Kalungu. I now call for, now there are more than 3, more than 1, and so we call to the ballot. And I want to ask the clerk to start the process. Can we have the agents of Honorable Aguti Sarah, and then of Honorable Nyakato Asinas, and then of Right Honorable Thomas Tayegwa. Only agents. And the process starts. I think we can have 1 for each. I would like to know who is for Honorable Grace Sarah for Aguti, then 1 for Honorable Nyakato, then Honorable Tayebwa. You are 2? Okay. Just choose 1. Okay. Okay. Isaac, okay. You leave the woman to, okay. Thank you. We are sorted. Clerk?
Ayo Joyce Makamo.
Can we first determine the ballot paper, the ballot boxes that is empty? Confirmed by the 3 agents, and now the voting can commence. By calling out names.
Ayo Joyce Makamo. Ababiku Jessica. Abeja Susan Jolly. Abe Lillian. Abigaba Cuthbert Mirembe. Achafua Topista. Achan Joyce Okeni. Acheng Jane Ruth Ochero. Achayo Juliet Lodu. Acheng Sandra.
Mr. Speaker, I rise on a point of procedure, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, while elections for the Speaker were being called, the CJ announced that we had 370 voters in the House. However, when the tally was done, you scored 441 votes. Right Honorable Muiru Paul scored 60 votes, and Honorable Mao Norbert scored 15 votes, bringing the total number of votes to 516, giving a difference of 146 votes out of those that were originally announced. To people who will be reading the answer, Mr. Speaker, they will think that there was ballot stuffing during the election of the Speaker. I think there was a mistake that was done because other people were still being registered on arrival as the elections were going on. As we move to start the elections for the Deputy Speaker, Right Honorable Speaker, wouldn't it be procedural okay for us to be informed on the true number of voters who are here present, and for record to be set straight on the issue of the number of people who actually participated during the election of the Speaker? That is the point of procedure I want to raise, Mr. Speaker, and I beg for your kind guidance. Thank you.
You raising procedure matter on my own election. You sat on your right while the presiding officer was the Chief Justice, and now I am presiding over the election of Deputy Speaker. But what I'm being told is that the Chief Justice said at present, at that point of the beginning of the voting, there were 372 or something, 370. Members of Parliament kept on coming, and the register is an open document there. They are the ones who registered. 519 registered, and yes, that is not anything strange. It is very difficult to determine other than using the register. So we are using the register. I'm sure that they could have either more members could have come, or even we could have lost some. So Can the voting go on?
Achia Kathy, Achia Lokiru Gabriel, Achia Remigio, Achola Catherine, Achom Alobo Joan, Achom Esther, Achom Julius Bua, Achora Nancy Adong, Adek Ann Ebaju, Adidiwa Abdu, Adome Francis Lorica. Ayeku Patrick, Agaba Gilbert, Agaba Peter, Aguti Sarah, Ahewa Wilba Manyisa, Aine Godfrey Kaguta, Ajilo Mariam, Goreti Elegu, Akelo Beatrice Akori. Akelo Lucy, Akelo Rose Lily, Akifeza Grace Ngabirano, Akol Anthony, Akorikin Francis, Akoth Angela Zokire, Akugiziwe Aled Ronald, Akugiziwe Lawrence, Akum Catherine Mavenjina, Alenyo Michelle Godfrey. Alero Tom Azar, Ali Moses, Alinaitwe Sylvia Tumhire, Alion York Odria, Alum Santa Sandra Ogwang, Alupo Jessica Rose Epel, Ariela Dennis Omondi, Amanio Dravile Sheila, Amanya Cohen Champene, Amede Agnes. Among Anita Annette, Amongin Jane Francis Okili, Angura Frederick, Agwech Colin, Anifa Banjirana, Anyakun Esther Davinia, Anyango Janet Hope, Anwar Ricky Richard, Aogon Silas, Awol Betty Ochan. Apollo Christine, Ariko Herbert Edmund Okoro, Arinaitwe Geneva, Arinaitwe Rakajara Katambuka, Asera Stephen, Asimwe Enos Chinyamachunda, Asimwe Florence Akik, Atan Okia Moses, Atugonza Alan, Atwereide Arthur Kazora. Atkunda Rebecca Mubanjizi, Atuto Jacinta, Atuijuchire Boaz, Atuijuchire Dan Chimosho, Atiang Stella, Auma Janet, Auma Kenny, Auma Linda Agnes, Avako Melsa Naima Gule, Avrul Jen Pakuto. Awol Betty Engola, Ayagalachi Jamali, Ayepa Michael, Ayo Janet Phoebe Obol, Ayume Charles, Bartom Ben Kolyang, Babang Wilfred Erima, Babidie Kitio Sarah, Babidie Mili Babalanda. Babula Noel, Kataike Matilda, Bajire Agre Henry, Bagole Ngobi John, Baguma Spelanza Muhenda, Bahirira Sylvia Tumwekwase, Bakashaba Christopher, Bachireke Namboze Betty, Banya Emmanuel Natal, Bariayanga Andrew Aja. You can go, my brother.
Baliomonsi Chris Basajja Subi Nsereko Charles Kauma Baseke Fred Basajja Idi Batua Timothy Lusala Bazanya Matayo Bebona Josephine Babunji Bejira Samuel Begumisa Protasio Biara Emmanuel Wepukulu. Bijirwa Nora Nyendoha Binji Patrick Nyanzi Birungi Annette Birungi Caroline Nanyondo Bisaso Abdu Bright Tom Amot Wakenya Michael Iga Biamukama Fred Biamukama Rogers Bianyima Nathan Bibesho Sam Biuma Oswald Dez Cadet Benjamin Chala Elma Capel Chandia Bernadette Kodiri Chemonges William Chamtai Phyllis Cherutich Rufina Dramviku Eric Sabit Drito Martin Andy. Driwal Jennifer Echodu David Calvin Edakasi Alfred Eralu Olale Ediao Samuel, Edopu Peter Edeku, Ekoro Alex Irukani, Erem Leo, Emaju Peter Paul, Engola Sam, Eroni Tony. Etiru Margaret, Eunice Otuko Apio, Ezama Siraj Brahan, Fungaro, Kaps Hassan, Gasheija Shaka Stephen, Goire Moses, Gonyi David Robert, Guma David Gomisiriza, Habiara Fortunate, Ibaseret Josephine Gibbs, Ibrahim Aisu, Ikiriza Knight, Ilkol Emmanuel, Isamat Abraham, Isingoma Patrick Mwesgwa, Ismail Muhammad Lomwa, Itung Sara Masereka, Jarameso Fred, Joyo Harriet, Kava Sabalaba Bruce, Kabanda David, Kabanda Minsana Bengo, Kabalokole Sara, Kabashalira Naomi, Kabuye Chofa, Kadaga Rebecca Litwara, Kafuzi Jackson Karugaba, Kaheru Vincent Freedom, Kahima Moses Mugabe, Kajwenze Twinomjisha Wilson, Kaka Lubega Ismail Uthman. Kakoza James, Kakoza Joseph, Kalenzi Victor, Kalisa Jovrin Chomukama, Kambale Feligo, Kampanya Abduswaibo, Kamontu Ephraim, Kanabi Jime, Kangwaje Stephen Rakanuma, Kankunda Amos Chibuika, Kansime Anna, Kanushu Laura, Kanyesije Mase, Kapiagon Brian, Kalisa John Bosco Koi, Karim Musa, Karubanga Jacob Atenyi, Karuhanga Gerard Kafureka, Kasaija Matia, Kasaja George Patrick, Kasigwa Gerald Bihemaiso, Kasiringanda Ali, Kasukali Mithusera, Kasule Ismail, Kateshumbwa Dixon, Katoko Sylvia Damba, Katushabe Doreen Birunji, Katushabe Ruth, Katusime Adrin, Katusime Anet Mujisha, Katusime Jovia, Kavuma Samuel, Kawalia Abubeka, Kayogera Yona, Kenan Opio, Kainza Agnes Shioma, Kalai Peace, Chivaju Charity Kamuhanda, Chichoncho Patrick. Chiria Grace Pade Wanzara, Kiza Andrew Namitego Kaluya, Kiza Kenneth Nyendoha, Chikabi Edward, Chinarwa James, Chinobere Herbert Tom, Chinshaba Peace Nkunda, Chiruruta Yusuf Junior Nkeretanyi, Chirumira Hassan, Chirunji Anet Pamela.
Kisa Stephen Bakubariayo, Kiseka Salim, Kitanya Sowed, Kitty Peter, Kitiyo Patrick, Kiwanuka Abdara, Kiwanuka Keifa, Kiwanuka Sleiman, Kiyimba Emmanuel, Chionga WCB. Chiza Hakim Saula, Komakech Christopher, Komol Joseph Mindi, Kugonza Emily, Kungu Samuel Bamuteze, Kutesa Mary Kamuli, Kutesa Patrick,
Kweyuching Grace Freedom, Quiz
Kwizera Eddie Wagahung, Chambade Amelia Ann, Charampe Rebecca, Charikunda Roida Twinomjuni, Cheyune Haruna Kasolo, Cheyune Ivan, Chogabire Jackie Muganda, Lakisa Masi Faith, Lamwaka Catherine, Lanyero Christine Awani, Lenia Charity Kevin, Linda Irene.
Okay, I'll read. 2248, Locha.
Lochap Peter Ken, Logose Sarah Annette, Loki John Baptist, Lokor Albert, Lokor Stephenson Yoyo, Lokbal Emma, Lokwang Hilary, Lolem Mika Akisile, Luke Fidelis Logwe, Logoli Simon Peter. Lowila Sidi Okateyot, Lubega George Willie, Lubowa Sebina Javira, Lugolobi Amos, Lugolobi Willie Bagayente, Rugwar Benson, Ruchams David Karanga, Lule Eria Eric, Luyimba Zina Lukola Elias, Ransa Sulasara, Mala Zahara Yurika, Mafabi Asha Nambulo, Maganda Julius Wandera, Magogo Moses Hasim, Makumbi Henry Kamya, Malende Shamim, Malinga Isaac Maikut, Mamawi James, Mao Nobat, Mariam Saif. Masaba Karim, Masaba Muhammad Mutenyo, Maseruka Robert, Masiko Henry Moses, Matembu Chris Wataka, Matovu Emmanuel Magola, Mawanda Mike Maranga, Mayanja Moses, Mbaba Jacqueline,
Mbalibula Christopher Chibanzanga Tabana. Meme Sylvia. Migadde Robert Ndugwa. Mirembe Lydia Daffin. Modoi Isaac. Mande Julius Rude. Mpata Sale. Mpindi Bomali. Mubanjizi Didan. Mudiobole Abedi Nassa. Mudukoi Fred Oduchu. Mugabe Robert. Mugabe Muzale Martin Chisule. Mugenyi Joseph. Mujira James. Mugisa Margaret Mohanga. Mohenda Ronald. Mohoza Desire. Mohoej Jim Katugugu. Mujungu Jennifer. Mujoni Asensio Mari. Mukaye Miriam. Muchiri Elias Serunjoji. Mukisa Robina Hope. Mulemia Ismail Sowedi. Mulindwa David Isimbwa. Musa Noah. Musanje Moses. Musasizi Henry Aliganyira. Mushabe Rujoki Ruth. Musira John. Musinguzi Patrick. Musisi George. Mtasingwa Diana Nankunda. Mutebi Bernard Mugoya. Mutego Ronald Hanguja. Mutekanga Zadok. Mutonyi Rose Masava. Muyonjo Hussein. Muzaidi Kemisi. Mwesigwa Matthias. Mwine Mpaka Ramirama, Mwiru Paul, Nabadduka Annette, Nabakoba Judith Narure, Nabawanuka Sumaya, Nabanja Robina, Nabiri Annette, Nabukenya Brenda, Naguja Judith, Najuma Sara, Nakadama Rukia Isanga, Nakawuchi Susan Sambu, Nakazibwe Hope Grania, Nachisita Betty Mpongo, Nachi Julius Muntu, Naku Fiona, Nakuti Faith Loru, Nakwede Harriet, Naruyima Betty Ethel, Namanya Viola.
Namara Dennis, Namatende Eunice, Namatovu Mastula, Nambazira Florence, Nambeshe John Baptist, Namboze Teddy, Namere Justin, Namubiru Rabshisha Margaret, Namuganza Pasis Princess, Namuju Sise Dionozia. Namukuta Brenda, Namlondo Sarah, Namtawe Joan, Nangoli Gerald, Nangoli Umar, Nankabira Anne Maria, Nankwanga Stella Maris, Nantongo Fortunate Rose, Nanzala Matrin, Nansolo Eugenia. Natmanya Flora, Natrinda Eliab, Nawe Molly Kamukama, Nayebale Sylvia, Naziwa Margaret, Des Alex, Nekesa Christine Situma, Ngabirano Charles, Gompe Klinos, Ninkusima John Paul.
Ninsima Evelyn, Nirinjimana James Roji Kaberuka, Niyonsaba Alex, Nkuruma Roland, Nkunyinji Mwada, Namara Annette Oyes Vyamukama, Nsamba Patrick Oshabe, Nsegumile Muhammad Chibedi, Ntabazi Harriet, Ntale Nseleko Madina, Nulia Hafsateko, Nyakatas Nancy, Nyakato Dorothy, Nyamutoro Fiona, Nyeko Johnson Kezekia, Obiga Rose, Obong Peter Achuda, Obong Vincent Shedrick, Oboth Maxons Jacob, Ochan Patrick, Ochen Geoffrey, Ochai Maximus, Odong JJ Abubakar, Odori John, Ofono Opondo Podere, Ogama Ali Ismail, Ogwal Joseph Jones, Ogwang Patrick Obura, Ogwang Peter, Ojala Mapenduzi Martin. Ojit Peter, Ojok Andrew Olanya, Okasai Sidronius Opoloti, Okelo Geoffrey Charles, Okelo Patrick Onguti, Okecho George, Okecho John Francis, Okeyo Peter, Okia Joan Aniku, Okiding Sam.
Okot Benfence Henry, Okot Peter, Okoya John Calvin, Okulo Francis, Okum Gabriel, Okwere David Becham, Okwi Constantine, Olanya Gilbert, Oleru Huda Abason, Omara Paul. Omoding Emmanuel, Onek Hilary Abalokel, Onek Alit Ameri Dennis, Ongalo Obote Clement Kenneth, Ongeitho Emmanuel Jor, Ongom Patrick, Ongrok Richard, Ongu James, Onzima Fiona, Opio Samuel Achut. Opito Vincent, Opio Danish Godfrey, Opolot Isiagi Patrick, Opolot Okwalenga Simon Peter, Oligumisiriza Enid Ateide, Oron Derrick, Oriema Simon Peter Adum, Osuru Maureen, Osia Solomon Alemu, Otafide Kahinda. Otim Bernard, Otim Gui Isaac Ismail, Otto Edward Markmott, Otoba Wellborn Odia, Ouma Willie, Owene Richard Machinka, Owino Nicholas Simon, Park Peter Pex, Paparu Lillian Obial, Pendun Josephine.
Rochemari Beatrice, Rugumayo Edison, Rohindi Frederick, Roteraho Lilian, Rwakojo Robina Gureme, Ramirama Bright Kanyontore, Rashande Emmanuel, Sazi Godfrey, Sange Jacqueline, Sebamara Richard, Sekabira Dennis, Sechindi Aisha, Senteza Richard, Sham J. Tana, Sirwanyi Solomon, Sebuga Chimeze Beronado, Sechitole Robert, Semwanga Javira, Semwanga Joseph, Sentai Muhammad. Senyonyi Joel Besekezi, Serukenya David, Serunjoji Hassan Muchibi, Sewagudde Robert, Sewungu Joseph Gonzaga, Subi Chinyamatama Juliet, Tabana Ate Sharifa, Tayewa Didas Kabumbuza, Tayewa Thomas, Tevandeke Charles. Taylor John, Tete Chirangat Evelyn, Tibiaze Peace, Tio William Taylor Oda, Tom Aliti Chandia, Tukahirwa James Viengeru Hunter, Tumukunde Henry Kakurugu, Tumurame Genesio, Tumusime John Bosco, Tumwebaze Frank Kajiji.
Tumwebaze Mwine, tumwesije Anthony, tumwesije Eliod, turyakayo Kebirungi Mary Paula, Twala Fadil, twesije Stephen, twinamasko Onesimus, twinomjun Francis Kazin, Uhuru Nelson, wako Joy Peggy. Wabusan Stephen Mwaka, Waiswa Joel Azara, Wakabi Pius, Wakida Patrick Godfrey, Wakoli Godfrey Matembu, Waluswaka James, Waliomu Moses Mwanika, Wamukuyu Ignatius Mudimi, Wandera John Paul, Wandera Sandala.
Okay. Oh yeah, malayo. Linda kuba mubajebe no malayo.
Wanyama Judas Thadio, Wanyama Richard, Wanyenya Shafiga, Wanyoto Godfrey, Wanyoto Lydia Mutende, Wekomba Sara Nambozo, Wembabazi Beatrice, Wokuli Geoffrey, Zake Francis, Zambali Bless Mokasa,